Holy crap, everybody. We're on day 15. Brad, where's Brad Ladkin at, dude? Hell yeah, we're on day 15, though, of the government shutdown. How can this happen? How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. Life goes on as I'm fading away. All right, here we go. Give me a few moments, everybody. Anthony K, what up? Down at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on prancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on showing my thong at the... I don't know. I can't think of anything. Look, so... Federal government shutdown stalemate continues. Day 15, dude. Day 15. Well, actually, I just realized it's actually day 16. So I totally need to correct that. I'm messed up, brony bros. You're a pink brony bro. We're on 16, dude. We're on day 16. Now, I haven't covered the federal shutdown every single day, but I've been trying to cover it as much as I can. And we're all pink brony brothers. Oh, we're on day 16, is what it's saying here. So day 16. To be honest, I've lost count of the days. I have lost. Where is my mind? Down at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna have a party at the Pink Brony Club. Thank you, Anthony K. We're on day 16. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. Tough to say. But the shutdown continues. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do to unite ourselves? Let's take a look. One moment. So just for a quick summary here. On day 16, the Senate again failed to advance a funding measure as both parties dig in over health insurance tax credits and broader spending, prompting court filings over planned layoffs and warnings about mounting economic damage. We're going to talk about the economic damage a little bit later. GOP leaders floated a vote on subsidies. Democrats say assurances aren't enough, leaving key services disrupted. Now, Bitcoin took a dip today. One moment. But yeah, Democrats say assurances aren't enough, leaving key services disrupted. Look, Oh, hold on. ChatGPT, can you help me out, please? ChatGPT, can you help me out? Okay, sorry about that. Scott, that might be the comment of the day already, dude. That's hilarious, brother. That is hilarious. That's funny, dude. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. The more subscribers we have, the better. We're really trying to reach the 6,000 plateau. It's not easy. But if you guys can hit that subscribe button, that really does help us more than you could ever imagine. So we're just trying our best to get it up, man. But thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button, though. We are trying, like I said, just doing the best we can, and it matters, man. We're just doing whatever we can, whatever we could try to do. But yeah, so what do you guys think about the whole federal shutdown, the federal government shutdown? Do you think it's going to continue? Do you think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Here's the thing, man. I want to give you a little bit of a deeper read on this. So the Senate blocked a GOP stopgap to reopen the government for the 10th time, by the way. A 51 to 45 vote that failed to clear the 60 vote threshold. GOP leaders are now floating votes on individual appropriations, starting with the Pentagon, to ratchet up pressure. But there's no cross-party movement yet. Here's why it's maybe stuck. Now, Democrats are conditioning any sort of short-term... Hold on. There. Give me a second, my brony brothers. Hold on. So Democrats are conditioning any short-term funding on action to extend enhanced ACA premium tax credits, pandemic era boosts, basically. Republicans insist Congress should fund the government first and negotiate health care later or after. With ACA open enrollment beginning November 1st, Democrats argue inaction risks premium spikes and market instability for millions buying coverage on the exchanges. So this is crazy. I can't believe we're already to day 16, man. So now a federal judge temporarily blocked the administration's planned layoffs, the RIFs, during the shutdown, saying the moves likely violate the law, pausing thousands of job cuts that agencies had started to execute. Unions hailed the ruling. The case continues. Now, the public mood. How's the public feeling about this? Now, a fresh AP NORC poll shows Americans overwhelmingly view the shutdown as a problem and spread blame across the board. It's not just a one-party issue. Democrats are being stubborn. Republicans are being stubborn, with major shares faulting the president, congressional Republicans, and congressional Democrats alike. That partisan blame split makes a clean political win elusive for either side. So either way, if they could just get to the table, get it over with, just come on. Get it, dude. Come on, you guys are just giving me free content, by the way. This government shutdown shit's giving me free content, brothers. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna keep on prancing down in West Hollywood. Now, another Senate test vote and potential standalone defense bill vote are queued today. Watch for any signal that leaders will pair government funding with a narrow health subsidy vote as an off-ramp. We'll see what happens, though. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a little crazy? This is crazy, but here's my number. So who's to blame? I mean, I'm blaming everybody. I think the Democrats are being stupid about this. I think the Republicans are also being bad about this. I do think my boy Trump does need to find a way to unite the parties here. Actually, if Trump tries to intervene in any way, even if it's in a beacon of good faith, I think the Democrats will just deepen into their hole in protest. And the only reason the Democrats are doing this is, I honestly think it's a political thing, because they just want Trump to look bad. Be like, hey, guys, look it. He had a government shutdown that lasted this long. And that's kind of what I think is happening. That's my opinion, at least. That's just an opinion. Political opinion. I am the wokest man you're ever gonna meet. I ate my Toastums. Toastum, baby. That's a Toastum. I love my Toastums, dude. Dude, they're actually really good. And they're more affordable than Pop-Tarts, so. I love my Toastums, everybody. Daddy needs his Toastums. Zaddy. They call me Zaddy. A lot of people call me Zaddy. All right? Come on, baby, let me see what you're hiding underneath. I'm gonna be out if I don't get the payoff. Come on, baby, let me see what you're hiding underneath. Are you brave enough to let me see your peacock? Don't be a chicken, but a picking like a biatch. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you love the show, lock in more. Hit that subscribe button. The more simp subscribers we have, the better. Really trying to enhance it. And if you guys love the comedy of the show, if you guys love the things that we do, the things that we say, and I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. And I swear. Is somebody wanting a peanut? What, dude? Come on, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not showing my dang-a-tang, dude. Why does everybody want to see my dang-a-tang? Said it all, nothing to say at all. Nothing to say that matters, doesn't matter anymore. In the sudden light of day. Been talking here for days and days and days. Said it all, nothing to say at all. Nothing to say that matters. Haven't we heard enough? One thing that is kind of cool, so I recently, I went to Walmart and I bought a couple stickers. One, they're both magnetic, but the back of my car turns out isn't magnetic. Like, every other part is metal and totally magnetic. Everything else is not. So that was very frustrating, but that's okay, because honestly, magnetic stickers get stolen pretty easily. So what I did was, because I didn't realize that the back of my car wasn't like magnetic at all, which could be a blessing in a lot of ways. So what I did was I went and got some auto adhesive tape that's very safe on the paint and stuff like that, which is really cool. And yeah, and I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Thank you, Anthony K. I appreciate it, my brony brother. But yeah, no, so I got a student driver sticker on the back. I'm not saying that you guys should do this. I don't even know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. But when I'm driving, I mean, I look like I'm driving a car that, you know, a chick would typically drive. It's a very burnt orange. It's one of those things, man, that... sorry, Abby, I'm taken. But I am taken, so... But yeah, overall, it's one of those things that... let's see... Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm not caffeinated enough today. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, I got a student driver sticker, and the reason it's great to have that on there is it honestly keeps people away. I tested it out. People like kind of stayed a little further away from my behind, and which is perfect, by the way, because I think a lot of dudes in trucks think that I'm a chick, you know, and they're in their truck, so they can't really see who the hell's driving in the car itself, but they think I'm probably like a chick with short hair, because the car that I have is typically a car that probably a girl would drive. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of very colorful. So seeing student driver on the back, unless these dudes are PDF files, they're going to think I'm a student driver and they're going to back off. Because people get so close to my rear end, it pisses me off. They get really, really close. So the only way to get space is to trick people into thinking I'm a student driver. So I got a student driver sticker on the back of my car, which is fantastic, by the way. I'm not going to recommend it because I don't know how legal it is to recommend that. But, definitely talk to a legal expert on that. Talk to a lawyer. Because I am not a lawyer. I don't know how legal it even is to do that. But overall, I know that, and technically I am a student driver. I'm a student of the road. I'm always learning new things when I drive. I'm learning new maneuvers. I'm a student of life. So I think because I'm a student of life, I'm technically a student driver. No, it does keep people off your tail, though. I thought about getting baby on board, but then I thought, no. If I'm going to lie, I'm going to just lie about myself. And because there's, it's like I don't have babies on board, right? So having a baby on board would be like, I think people would get pissed off if they didn't see a baby in there, you know what I mean? So having a student driver sticker on the back of my car in full plain visibility is kind of brilliant in a lot of ways. I'm very happy that I committed to that, because it's like, yeah, do I look like a novice? Sure, but I'm not out to impress anybody. For God's sakes, if I wanted to impress anybody, I wouldn't have a Toyota Corolla hatchback. All right? I wouldn't be driving a Toyota Corolla if I wanted to impress people. Right? So my goal really is just, I love having a functional car, a really good car. Anthony K says, put a sticker that says Kimoy on board. Dude, my boy Kimoy, dude. Everybody loves Kimoy, dude. My boy Kimoy. I don't have any frosting on me today. I may do that later. I'm still debating. Anthony K says Corolla. Dude, I love the Toyota Corolla, man. The Toyota Corolla hatchback is an incredible vehicle. It feels very spacious for its size. It is a compact vehicle,
you're very
but
sexy.
It's a great car for traveling, man. It is honestly a great car for traveling, and I think it's a very underrated car. People don't give it enough credit. I think it gets a little too much flack. But no, it does look like the car that I'm driving does kind of look like a chick car, like a car that a chick would drive, Thank you for the subscribe, by the way. I just saw that. Gordon has just subscribed. Let's put that back up on
Damn,
here.
you're very sexy.
I need to change that little GIF, by the way. Holy crap, man. Where's the alert? There's the alert box. I want to change the GIF on that one. For better or worse, till death do us part. I love you with every beat of my heart. Been talking here for days and days and days. Said it all. Nothing to say at all. Nothing to say that matters. Okay, there we go. I at least cleaned it up a little bit. So if anybody subscribes, it's a little bit cleaner. So let's see what it looks like now.
Damn, you're very sexy.
But thank you for the subscription, Gordon. I really appreciate it, big time, dog. Also, can we give Zero a shout out for the great super chat yesterday?
Laugh out loud.
Towards the end of the stream.
Enjoy your life however you want to.
Really cool, dude.
What a cool chance we have to enjoy life. Free will is one hell of a drug. Have a beer on me, pimp.
Thank you, G-Dog. I appreciate that, man. That was an awesome super chat from yesterday. But yeah, I think Toyota Corolla really is a fantastic is a fantastic vehicle, man. Give me one moment. That's not bad at all. Interesting. Give me one moment, you guys. I'm figuring out some things, doing a couple of experimentos, as always. Every time we do a live stream, I'm always experimenting sexually. No, just kidding. But let's see here. Or am I? My poor. I'm not gonna explain what's going on, but I hate seeing. I hate seeing. I hate seeing my girlfriend overwhelmed. I love her so much. It just sucks to see her feel like this. She's just having a rough day, and I get it. I'm not gonna explain because I do respect her privacy. Just sometimes, rough days do happen, and it sucks. Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah, sometimes just work can be, because, well, I don't want to reveal anything about what's going on at her work. So I'm just going to say she's just having a little bit of a rough time. I think she'll have a better day, I'm hoping, but, she's trying her best. I'm just making sure that I see her messages at least. I want to make sure that I'm, listening and taking in what she's saying. Yeah, I don't know. I like to face reality head on, though. If I have problems in my life, I try to solve them as quickly as I can. I'm lucky because I had been prepared. Like, I knew that I was going to get fired eventually from my job. So I put myself in a position to make it to where if I did get fired, I'd still have income. And right now I'm doing really well, which honestly is shocking. Carl says he'll take over the show. So do you guys want Carl to take over the show and my girlfriend and I go to a movie or something? That's funny. I love it. Government shutdown, yet we fund. Dude, we got to stop funding other countries. I don't understand why we keep giving other countries money. It's so dumb. I think we're just trying to make it to where they're indebted to us. What up, Rizzo? Rizzo to the Lizzo. Oh yeah, football's tonight. Thursday night football. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, that's the NBA on NBC. I love the. Can I just say I love the NBA on NBC theme song? Dun 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 da 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 dum ba da 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 da. Da 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 dam dam bam 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 bam. Do you guys ever watch the NBA on NBC? The NBA on NBC is brought to you by. Dude, I love. I think the NBA coming back to NBC is gonna be good. As much as I love TNT and everything, and I'm glad Ernie and the boys and Chuck and all those guys are still gonna be doing Inside the NBA, because honestly, the NBA sucks if it doesn't have Inside the NBA. The true raw commentary from my home dog, Charles Barkley, man, it's just good. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Standing and on the edge of forever. I want to thank everybody who subscribed. We're almost to 6,000 subs, by the way. So the more subscribers we have, the better. So I want to thank everybody who's taken the time to hit that subscribe button. And not only subscribe, but at the same time, simp-scribe. Simp-scribing is the best and the greatest. And not only So, Cardi, simp-scribing is the art of hitting the subscribe button, but then proceeding to go into the chat and be like, oh, you're so hot, you're so sexy, bro, my brony brother. Basically simping after subscribing. So, simp-scribing is the art of subscribing and then becoming a huge simp afterwards. Simp-scribing is an art. And now, while everybody acting like a simp, I be acting like a pimp. It does look like I got bananas. It's pretty funny. It's good to see you, Carl. It's good to see you in the chat, brother. My brony brothers. My brony baloney brothers. Later, Jake. Have a good one, my brony brother. My brony brother. Standing on the edge of forever, at the start of whatever. Shouting love at the world. Back then, we were like cavemen. We mapped the moon and the stars. Oh, I gotta see this. Hey guys, type some comments in the live chat. I'm curious to see what happens.
Carl says, I got 2 bananas left and I can't wait to have one, but I can't get into the kitchen.
Oh, that's trippy, dude. That's trippy, dude. We get so with Stream Chat and Stream Ninja Chat. Let's see. Stream Chat Ninja has text-to-speech ability. Holy crap, dude.
Carl says, hey, that sounded pretty cool, I like that.
Hell yeah. I think I'm only going to reserve that for super chats, though. That's a super chat ability. It's pretty cool, though, to know that exists. Pretty dope. How many of you guys actually invest in REITs? Real estate investment trusts. You guys into that stuff? I love real estate investment trust, man. I'm obsessed. Damn, Bitcoin is really dipping right now, dude. Hell yeah. I mean, that's good for me. 32.20. Yeah, I'll sell at 32.20. Hell yeah. I'll sell like one share. Now, I don't believe in Bitcoin in any way, but I do believe that there's a ton of morons out there that are willing to keep pumping up this garbage. So I am basically, I'm selling at a high right now. A very big high at that. Bitcoin, my click coin, dude. Holy crap, man. I'm sorry about that, brother. I'm going to let the comments autofill on this real quick. Yeah, I'm just going to let, honestly, instead of me selecting each individual one, I'm just going to let the comments go for a while. You think the government shutdown is over? Everything will go to the moon now. I think there's going to be enough social pressure on these politicians that they're just going to have to strike a deal to get the government up and running because flights are being delayed. And this is just disturbing that we rely on the government that much. Look, the federal government is a failed organization. Governments are incompetent. The bigger they get, the worse they get. I am strictly against big governments with a passion. I've always been fairly anti-big government for sure. That's just always been my mantra, my mentality. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping that Bitcoin dips even further. Now, the Vanguard Total World Index, on the other hand, that's dipping pretty hard right now too, which is perfect for me because I love buying the VT on the dip. $137.19, that's a good deal. And we'll see how far it dips. I mean, right now I'm making money. Swing trading the S-bit. So honestly, the S-bit is far more violent than the VT. But I could buy one share of the VT at where it's at right now. Considering I was able to sell it at such a high price. No, I want to buy it at a lower price if I can. That is if I can. So I think honestly buying one share right now is a perfect time. Once it goes back up, I'll sell it later. But right now, my main focus is fiddling around with the S-bit because the S-bit, man, I make a lot of money in a short amount of time with it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, though. Join the Real Garza Mussy Brony crew. In one tap, it does help a ton. So we really do appreciate all that. We appreciate it big time. Thank you, guys. But yeah, joining the Mussy Brony crew is a very easy process, you guys. Just hit that simp scribe button. It does help us out a lot. Lean into state-level politics because the federal government is lost and needs reform. Yep. I can agree. I mean, look, the federal government, yeah, look, even at the state level, you should never rely on your government for anything. You should try to be as independent as you can. Invest in everything you can. Invest in U.S. stocks. Invest in international stocks. Make sure that you have exposure to U.S. bonds and international bonds. You could do all this through an exchange-traded fund, by the way. My goal is to be exposed to every single asset class that I potentially can, and I do that through exchange-traded funds. Most of my commodity exposure is ETFs, mainly because it is easier to hold an ETF than it is to hold a gold. I've got a pretty decent safe, but I'm kind of paranoid, so I wouldn't want to hold too much gold, at least on my own, unless I had like a really, really good safe. Honestly, here's the thing. If you're very diversified, you don't have to worry about much. Diversification helps prevent the need to worry about your underlying investments. At least that's the way that I proceed with all of it. That's how I do. Yeah, I don't hold dollars. I basically save my assets, not my money, because look at the dollar. If the government can print it, there's no point in holding it. At the end of the day, holding onto the dollar, I think, is a very stupid thing. Even if you're in a high yield savings account, holding onto the dollar and for those wimpy yields, dude, you can get way better yields through certain dividend stocks if you really wanted to. Yeah, I trust covered call ETFs more than I trust a high-yield savings account these days. Granted, I only use covered call ETFs as a slight hedge against market volatility. But I might have just cornered the king. I'm playing my buddy Jake, and this is turning into a real interesting chess battle. Get ready for the next battle. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if here's the thing. I don't know if we're on it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It doesn't matter whether we're on a bull run or a bear run. I honestly prefer bear markets because that's when I could really, really rack up on as many different ETFs and individual stocks that I can. AI bubble is about to pop. LLMs are proving to be not good for everything, like the tech bros think. Yeah, sometimes an idea on paper. Sometimes when you look at an idea on paper, you think, damn, that's pretty cool. And then suddenly it starts being used in practice and you start realizing it's a bad idea. That's how I feel about communism and socialism, by the way. On paper, they seem like they're ethical ideas, but then the more you think about it and the more you put it into practice, you realize it's super unethical and it is super unfair. And it doesn't really work with human beings. But anyway, AI, I don't know. I'm still a big fan of AI. I use ChatGPT all the time, man. Like, I don't rely on it for thinking. Well, I rely on it for research. You know how like people have public assistants? I try to keep my AI as a as a personal assistant. Cardi, what are you talking about? FET? What is that? You're talking about? You better not be talking about the drug. Ugh. You gotta pump it up like a bathmate, yeah, like a bathmate, like a bathmate, yo. Pumping it up like a bathmate, yo. Bathmate, yo. I don't know why everybody's so jealous of my bathmate, yo. My bathmate, yo. I don't know why everybody's so jealous of my bathmate, yo. My bathmate, yo. Everybody wants to be like me. Everybody wants the bathmate for free. Everybody wants to be like me. Everybody wants a bathmate for free. Everybody wants to be like me. Everybody. No, I don't. Look at. I think cryptocurrency is grifter currency. I think it's for grifters and terrible people. Yeah. So I think it's all grifter shit, dude. It's all a Ponzi scheme. All cryptocurrencies are a Ponzi scheme. There's always the next best thing that's coming out. Ooh, it's just bullshit, man. It's all gee. Look, I think all cryptocurrencies are BS. Yeah, exactly. Hence the term meme coin. Quantum it's all bullshit, Cardi. Bitcoin is a scam. All cryptocurrencies are a scam. What do you mean? Bitcoin is a scam. Just because the market value of Bitcoin goes up does not mean that it's valuable. The only reason it's gone up is because there's enough morons who think it is worth something. It's all part of greater fool theory. You all buy into it hoping that someday in the future somebody stupider than you is going to buy it from you. That's the whole point of it. Let's say this is a Bitcoin, right? It's just a piece of paper. But honestly, it's just as worthless. I mean, actually, this is worth more. This piece of paper is technically intrinsically worth more than Bitcoin could ever imagine itself being intrinsically worth. Now, Bitcoin is clickcoin. Bitcoin is grifter digital currency used by smugglers and human traffickers. And it's a collectible. It's a digital collectible at the end of the day, and I wish people would stop calling any... Personally, instead of calling it cryptocurrency, they should call it crypto collectible. So I want people to rename the term, instead of cryptocurrency, call it crypto collectible. All right? That's what it should be called. Bitcoin is not a currency. It's not an asset. It's just a stupid digital collectible. And in all reality, that digital collectible is just as worthless as your typical NFTs. NFTs are stupid too. It's all dumb. It's all a grift. And if you don't see that it's a grift, I'm sorry. And you can exist in levels of copium about it, but if you don't see that the cryptocurrency market is a total sham and a total piece of garbage, I don't know what to say, man. When I went to pump.fun and I saw all the garbage that was being pumped and created, I was like, yep, Bitcoin, the whole crypto market's a stupid, gigantic bubble, and I love betting against it. Because it's just a gambling arena. It's a gambling arena. And that's what I think. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Just tap the subscribe button and the notification symbol to catch every live, free and instantaneous. We try to keep this show as free as possible, but obviously super chats do help the show keep going. We do play advertisements, so that also helps in a lot of ways. But thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button, though. I really do appreciate it. It does help the channel grow in more ways than you could ever imagine. One Life says, free Garza, real girl, baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake it in the club with the homegirl. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. Ask you, it's me, impress me, how many hoes in this club? Is it just you and me, my love? Oh, my credit card statement's been released. Hell yeah. This is such a convenient card to have. So I have one of those cards that like gives me 0% interest. It's awesome. And baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake it in the club with your homegirls. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. So I'm trying to figure out how to look at my latest bank statement. A few more transactions. Cool, but how do I search? I just want to say that I love US Bank, but goddamn their app is so shitty sometimes. Let's see. Maybe they put their statements on the main page. Let's see, statements. Here we go. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Let me see you take it down with the homegirls. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. Well, I mean, when the government shuts down, I mean, just any federal agencies get basically, they don't get funded. Nobody gets paid. I'm not a big fan. Let's see here. It's good to see everybody kicking butt, though, today, man. I love it. All right. I mean, that's kind of a good comment right there, man. I mean, it's funny. You know, the irony is I'm going to put myself into the equation here. You know, I had a really crappy manager, team lead that I had to deal with. And then also, my manager was also not that great either. But I came into work every day knowing that I was going to get micromanaged in some way. And just the way that she treated me was terrible. The way that they were just discriminating against me was terrible. But I still came in anyway. You know, I still tried to negotiate with them until I just couldn't. I was like, okay, you guys are terrible people. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I would actively avoid my team lead. No joke. I actively avoided her because just how badly she treated me in one-on-ones and how much she micromanaged. I hate it, dude. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. More subscribers means more future content. It helps keep the show going. So we really run off subscribers more than anything. We try our best to really extend the show out to everybody. And yeah, but overall, Miss May, yeah, you're right. It's basically the government right now. They don't want to, nobody wants to speak to each other, and it's unfortunate. I'll tell you what, though, I know how that goes. Like, I would go into work actively avoiding my manager, my team leads. Like, it was the worst management experience I ever had to deal with. And maybe I got lucky, because I had a lot of great managers who saw how much work I put into things. And, yeah, it wasn't a good environment. I just want to tell everybody a quick shout out to T-Tech for being a crappy company. T-Tech sucks. And, well, I do respect that they, I don't know. I show meat just farted. Hell yeah. Hey, dude, I show meat. You are the greatest YouTuber of all time. And nobody shows meat better than you do, dude. Nobody. Absolutely no one. Miss May says the only difference, though, is these people are elected to be their public servants. They should not be. That's true. I mean, you're making some good points, man. I can't really refute that, man. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I show meat. You are legitimately my favorite YouTuber of all time, man. Thank you. But yeah, I know. And as public servants, they technically shouldn't be on strike. There's no need. They need to try to find a way to negotiate and do what they're supposed to do. But obviously, we all know that these politicians don't get into this for public service. We all know the majority of them get into this for the same reasons that Nancy Pelosi gets into it. And you know what I'm talking about with Nancy Pelosi. You know what I'm talking about. You know why she got into it. She says, for the children. But that's a lie. No, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go now. Here we go into new days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here I go now. I'm hate, I'm hope, I'm suffer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here I go into new days. That's a good question, Lyrical Serial. I think because obviously I'm not gonna say my theory behind it because I'll probably get banned if I actually do say my theory behind it. So I'll let you say what you think. I'll let you say why you think Nancy refused the National Guard on that day, and then I'll either agree with it or disagree with it. But I think I'll probably end up agreeing with you because I'm not a fan of. I'm just not a fan of either political parties have been pissing me off. As much as I love Trump, I think the excessive use of ICE in certain areas has been a little crazy. Is it necessary? Sure, but they shouldn't be so. They shouldn't be so damn forceful. I'm not a fan of that. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. It does help the channel grow, and if you love the show, you want to lock in a little bit more. Subscribing is totally free, by the way. We don't We don't ask for anything in return at the end of the day. You know, we do encourage like super chats and stuff, but really we want people to subscribe at the end of the day. That's really the goal. Because I think we have a good show that we can offer, even though sometimes there's some clownery. I'll admit there is some clownery that happens on this show from time to time. Lyrical Serial says, what do you think about Antifa being labeled as a terrorist group? I think it's completely necessary. Every time I see Antifa in the news, it's never a good thing. But the news is always trying to justify. The mainstream media always tries to justify everything that Antifa does, even though it's clear as day that Antifa is being total pieces of garbage. Now, I do believe that there's not a lot of justification right now for what ICE is doing. So I think, ICE has become a little too extreme. ICE needs to mellow down. They don't need to use brute force for every single situation, right? Unless it's warranted. You know what I mean? Unless it's warranted. There's got to be some clear guidelines. And I think that they need to figure this shit out. I feel very successful. I felt like a failure when I was working my previous job. They fired me, not for any real reason, by the way. I was actually doing a really good job, but I felt like a failure for putting up with terrible management. Now, I basically run a show that makes me a lot of money. I wouldn't say makes me a ton of money, but it's a show that does help me out. So, I don't feel like a failure, no. I think that's hilarious. If they're marching out to Star Wars music, that's hilarious. Kimoy. My boy Kimoy, dude. The GOAT. Hell yeah. Happy Thursday, Daniel Barry. What up, brony brother? Lyrical Serial says, I agree. Hell yeah. Look, I mean... it's tough to say like what the real answer is overall. I don't know. It's a weird one for me, man. But if you guys could hit the subscribe button right there, it's in the more subscribers we get, the better. We're on path to 6,000. We're literally only like 90 subscribers away. We're 90 subscribers away from hitting 6,000 subscribers. So if you guys can, it really does help the channel out when you do hit the subscribe button. So it's right there. Boom. We're desperate. We're pleading. We're begging. We're begging you to hit that subscribe button. We're on our knees. We're begging, please. Oh. Almost at 6K, baby. Just like Kimoy Chapman says, almost to 6K subs, dude. Like, we're getting there. And it's crazy. We're trying to get to 10,000 ultimately before the end of the year, but honestly, I don't know if that'll happen. I like to shoot big though. I like to go big. But at the end of the day, I mean, we can only get what we can get, and I'll take what I can get. So, when it comes to the subscriber base, we're getting there though. We're right there, man. We're right at the precipice. But thank you to everybody who's hitting the subscribe button, though. It really, or if you already subscribed, at least hit the like button. Like button, subscribe button, whatever you guys really want to tap at the end of the day. I appreciate you guys either liking the stream or subscribing or both. We're just really trying to hit that 6K marker as soon as possible because, we've been getting people subscribing left and right, man. It's crazy. And the more subscribers we have, the better. The more YouTube puts this show out onto the internet, basically. So the more the merrier, man. I just appreciate you all for being so kind and incredible. And yeah, no, Jim, I am engaging with the audience. Sometimes this is not a show. Hey, late night is a show. I do both. I do daytime shows. I do morning shows, late afternoon shows. I do it all. Go figure, Unlucky Charm. It could be either. I think I might be a little bit of an a-hole. I do have a lot of haters, though, and it is because I am kind of an a-hole. But Lyrical Serial says the National Guard and the Marines are acting how they're trained to act. They're not like the police. They are trained to be rough. Yeah. No, they did that probably a couple nights ago. Huh. Hell yeah. Crazy, man. We had a great, we've been having a good time, man, on this show. I wouldn't say I'm too normal. I do try to be a decent person. I don't want to be mean to anybody. At the end of the day, I really attack. The one thing I attack is not people. I attack ideas in groups. I think if an idea is really bad, I attack the idea, not the people who believe the idea. If there's a group that I feel is pretty evil, I attack the moral of the group itself, not the individuals. Because I think individuals, who are in a bad group, they can get out of it. They can. I don't really participate in groups at all. I'm not a group guy. I'm not into group thinking. I don't believe in being I believe in being an individual for sure, with my own mind and my own ideas. And even though I'm part of a group right now, a group chat in a lot of ways on this live stream, am I influenced by you guys to some degree? Sure. But I still have my own thoughts, my own opinions. And while I am open-minded, I'm not so open-minded that my mind falls out. I'm open-minded to a point where if I critically think about the things that come towards me. That matters. Kimoy says, it's funny because you do have a daytime version and a late night version. Yeah, absolutely. I do have a late night version of the show and a daytime version of the show. Absolutely, man. Without a doubt. Bad Santa says, Mr. Versatile. Well, absolutely, brother. I try to stay versatile. What's wrong with my hairstyle's ghee? Did you just say that my hairstyle is ghee? Huh? It's ghee. Versatilely gay. Why are you gay? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. Join the Real Garza Mussy crew in one tap. It does help a lot. The more subscribers we have on the channel, the better. So you guys are keeping this alive. I appreciate y'all, my brony brothers. Gay voice. What the hell? What the hell? Sup, dude? Everybody's a brony brother on this channel. Everybody. Without exception. Gay small. Why is everything gay? Timu! No! Timu, why is everything gay? Why is everything I own gay? Why am I gay? What do you think I'm gay? What do you think's going on here? Kemoy Chapman says, if you think this is gay, wait for the late night show. Gay Thin Lips. Redbeard First 90 says, holy shit, did you guys see the new South Park episode? No, I have not. It's pretty funny. I hope it is. Gay, blue, gray, sexy eyes. It's hilarious. Damn. Timu is saying, damn, I think I'm gay. Kemoy Chapman says, moo, you're not gay. Garza makes people feel gay. That's just the way it happens, man. I just I bring the gay out of people. DJ Santee says all South Park is hilarious, but please, no spoilers, lol. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, South Park still got it, man. They're pretty funny. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody who subscribed so far. We've been getting way more subscribers than expected. And for that, I want to thank all you guys. What do you mean get some super stickers that you want to send to Unicorn? Are you talking about like, what do you mean? Because super stickers, I believe, are already enabled, DJ Santee. I could always check the settings real quick. Let me double check. Earn. I'm pretty sure the supers and gifts are enabled on here. Could be wrong. Yeah, super stickers are already enabled. So I got gifts. I've got super chats enabled. I got super stickers enabled. I even got super thanks enabled. So, I mean, we got everything enabled. I'm not seeing any issues, man. Might need to double check those settings, my boy. Yeah, it's all enabled right now. So, it's looking good to me. Standing on the edge of forever, at the start of whatever, shouting love at the world. Back then, we were like cavemen. We mapped the moon and the stars. Then we forgave them. We will meet you where the lights are. The defenders of the faith we are. When the thunder turns around, they'll run so hard they'll tear the ground away. Yeah. You know, no one dies in these love drowned eyes. Through our love drowned lies, we'll watch you sleep tonight. And although no one understood, there was more of them than us, learning how to dance the rain. All right, let's see here. Here we go. Let's see what else we got. But I do want to thank everybody for the subscriptions, though. I think I'm looking good on this one. But much appreciated, everybody. Yeah. Hey, honey. Oh. But let's see here. What else we got? Well, I realized I have not eaten anything at all today, so I probably should make myself some lunch. I will catch you all a little bit later today. I do have a bit of a couple things on the docket, but make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, though. The more subscribers we have, the better. Oh, really? So Super Chat and membership is showing, but it's weird because I do have super stickers enabled on there. So that's a little bit surprising. Now, DJ Santi, are you on the app or are you on the desktop browser? Because I think super stickers are only available through the mobile app. If you're last time I checked. So I think you actually have to be in the YouTube app itself for that to be possible. I mean, does that make sense overall, man? So essentially what I'm saying is, like, super stickers themselves, I think, are only available through vertical live streams when you're on the app itself, on the YouTube app. I mean, you should be able to use super stickers on the phone itself through the YouTube app. As long as you're using the YouTube app on your mobile device, it should give you the ability. Huh. Let me see what's available real quick. That is kind of interesting. Let me go to the stream real fast. I'm just gonna open up the YouTube app, and yeah, are these what you're talking about right here? The super gifts, because it looks like super gifts are enabled on. So when I'm on the phone, yeah. So send a gift is right there. Is that what you're talking about? Because it's. So when you're on there, there should be like a little, do you see that little spinning gift box? And then there's a super chat icon next to it. Yeah, and there's also like the option to unlock member-only perks and stuff by becoming a channel member, and then membership gifting, which is kind of cool. You could even give a super chat if you want. Totally your call, though, on that one. Yeah, I'm honestly not too sure why the gifts are not working for you, man. I mean, it looks like they're showing up on are you using the official YouTube app or using something different, man? Because it should ideally work. I mean, I was able to pull up the gifts, and so I think everybody should be able to do that as far as I know. But that's all good. It's all good either way. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, though. Join the Mussy Real Garza crew. Trying to expand the subscriber base as much as possible. And we're just doing what we can, man. But yeah, overall, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll probably do another live stream here in a bit. Well, not in a bit. I do got some things I got to take care of. I might go out for a drive for a little bit, and might try to do a little bit of delivery driving today. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I think I should. I'm waiting for some documents I gotta sign, which is kind of interesting because I'm still. It's either gonna be. It should be sent via email because I'm getting my car refinanced, which is brilliant, by the way. Yeah, you know me. It's just it's how I'm always grinding, man. Always grinding. I'm a grinder, but I ain't on Grinder. Hell yeah. No, actually, I've done a pretty good job. I always keep it in the delivery bag, of course, but let's try to be honest, have a lot of integrity. You know, I really do. I mean, for the most part, the only thing I really fib about on here is like personally identifiable information, which helps.
Laugh out loud.
They aren't on mine, just
Oh,
super
thank you
chat
for the
and
super
membership.
chat, DJ Santy. I appreciate it. The $2. Looks like it's $2 English, which is awesome, by the way. Let's replay that back. Make sure text to speech is working here.
Laugh out loud.
They aren't on mine, just super chat and membership.
Ah, got it. That's weird, man. I just out of curiosity, you guys don't have to give any gifts or super chats, but when you guys are on the YouTube app itself, do you guys actually see the option to give gifts? Anybody? Like, for example, you'll see like the little $sign, but you should also see like a little rotating gift box or something. At least I believe you should be able to see that. And if you don't, I'm actually not too sure what to say. I'm not too sure what to tell you. But I do appreciate it, DJ Santy, big time. I appreciate the super chat at least. Well, it looks like you're subscribed to the channel, so... I don't know why... I'm really not too sure why it won't let you send any of those stickers. That's crazy. So basically, you can send like virtual gifts. I think you have to buy like jewels or something like that, or you have to buy like rupees or whatever, and then you convert those rupees into like some digital gift or something. I mean, it's like a little sticker, and it's completely optional. I don't, you just do whatever you feel most comfortable with. If you want to give a super chat, if you want to give anything else, hell, if you even want to gift memberships to people. We're actually doing more exclusive content, by the way. So when I schedule short videos, I'm actually trying to schedule them to where members view them first, and then they get released to the public days later. Sure. I appreciate it. Liz is saying because you can buy like 100 gems for like $1. So does it mean you get $1, or is YouTube? I think so. YouTube only takes about like roughly 30%, as far as I know, or up to 50. I don't know. It just depends on what the medium is. I don't know which is more advantageous, if I'm going to be quite honest. So I don't have a real clue on that at all. Oh, hey, I appreciate anything. I think 600 gems is still pretty good. I think that would at least, convert into something. So I appreciate whatever you guys want to send. I just, it's up to you though. DJ Santi, another troubleshooting method I could probably give you is that you may want to, force close your YouTube app itself. I think that may help you out quite a bit. So if you force close the YouTube app and then you open it back up, like if you close out the app completely, then open it back up and then go back to the stream that I'm on, I think you might be able to see it. That's some technical troubleshooting though. Oh yeah, no, I've had a pumpkin spice latte before. It's been a long time. I remember trying one. I mean, like I actually just tried one, and that was about it. I don't know much about pumpkin spice lattes though. It's not really overall in my wheelhouse, I guess you could say. I could try doing a fan. I mean, a fan mail would be fun, I guess, but I usually just like to answer everybody's chats on here. It's tough to say, hey, DJ Santi, I've got zero clue why you can see it on somebody else's but not on mine, but, it could be a technical error. I think if you just, force close the YouTube app itself, like close it out completely, then reopen it, reinitialize it, it may work on mine again. I don't know. It's really tough to say, man. I got no clue how it works. Lano says, hi from Ireland. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lano. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, my man. Everybody subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better. We're really increasing the count, and it's helping a lot. So more subscribers, more pull, which is really nice. £12 of rhinestones is hard to come by. But yeah, once again, you guys make sure you subscribe. Join the Mussy Crew in one tap. Just hitting that subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner really helps a lot. We're almost to 6,000, man. And once we get to 6,000, I don't know what kind of celebratory stream I'll do, but we'll do something. So the quicker we get to 6,000, the more fun it will get. And obviously, we're having a lot of success on YouTube, and it's been... I would say overwhelming, but not really. It's been very fun, and it's been very encouraging. So a lot of people, I know I have people who constantly roast me on the chat, which I love it, by the way. I'm all about it. As somebody who grew up watching like the Comedy Central roasts back in the day when they were funny, I love it when people roast me, man. There's a lot to roast. I'm a weird dude. So you don't even see a little gift, like a rotating gift thing? Because there should be a dollar sign, and then next to it there should be like a rotating gift. Like it looks like a little rotating gift box. I'm surprised you're not seeing that, man. So like I said, right here, right there. So you don't see any like little rotate? See that little rotating box right there? It's like a little purple. I mean, you just got to click the little rotating box, man. That's boom. Once you click that, then you can do whatever. It's up to you, though. It's up to you, man. You don't have to. And nobody has to give super gifts. Nobody has to give super chats. It just keeps the channel going, keeps the channel flowing, and we really, really appreciate it. But really, the main focus is just getting more people to subscribe. And while we appreciate super chats and super gifts and stuff like that, we encourage it, obviously. But we're not going to tell everybody that they need to, And all you see, DJ, is just the dollar icon at the moment. Well, that sucks. Lame. Hey, I appreciate the subscribership, though. It's increasing every time I look at it, man. I love it. Hey, more subscribers, the better, brothers. I love it. Well, honestly, DJ Santy, I got no clue on that one, brother. When it comes to troubleshooting some of this stuff, it's sometimes it's a little beyond me, man. I was gonna say, I guess you can't really rotate it to the side. But there should be something. Huh. Yeah, I got no clue on that one, man. Oh, hey, thank you, Liz. I appreciate the floating heart. Appreciate that big time. 10 jewels. I appreciate the jewels. It's really cool. I do like the fact that there's a virtual currency thing that people can people can buy virtual stuff. I think that's pretty fun. Makes these live streams more entertaining. And my girlfriend mentioned the other day, this is a lot like TikTok. And where TikTok has this functionality where people can buy like cool little fancy stickers and fancy little emojis and stuff and put it on the screen. And I think it's fabulous, man. I love it. I think it's cool. Oh, I just got a happy poop. Thank you for the happy poop emoji. I appreciate the happy poop emoji on that one. But I will say though, I'm gonna head out here in just a second. I got a little bit on the plate today. I gotta make sure that I sign a few documents electronically. If they come through, they should be coming through probably today at some point. I'm still checking my email to make sure, but yeah, wish me luck, you guys, because I'll be able to get my car refinanced, which will be fantastic. It'll be one less financial burden to have a lesser payment and a lower interest rate, by the way. Lower payment, lower interest rate, and I still get the gap insurance, which is fabulous. So, but I do want to thank you guys very much, and thank you for those happy poop emojis. It's really cool that people can put poop emojis on here. I love it. I mean, because honestly, diarrhea is the brand of this show a lot of the time. While we do talk about interesting topics like investing, diarrhea seems to be the central theme of the show. But I really do appreciate you guys. I know DJ Santy, I'm sorry you couldn't send the unicorn. I don't know what's going on your YouTube app, but maybe you need to restart your phone too. Sometimes a simple restart solves all the problems. It's tough to say, but anyway, thank you again for everything, you guys. I appreciate all the love, all the vines, and we'll keep the show rolling, man. I love entertaining you guys, and you guys, it's just fun. I love entertaining people. And just like Hugh Jackman, I am the greatest showman of all time. Okay, that's a lie. But Hugh Jackman is the man, though. Just to let you know.